Just waiting each other out. Who goes first?
Exactly. Like we just say, like, I don't know. Well, there's something we need to do. The very first person in the chat. Do you see who it was? Like way up at like where I put the pingo card. Can you see the messages?
Oh, I see.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Mark.
Mark.
You know what? Speaking of that, I have a confession.
Yeah.
I was in a chat the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a Mark in that chat, and I hide him.
Oh gosh, but it's not the Mark.
I know. I will tell you what. The second I hit enter, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I did the wrong thing. I'm like,
Uh,
no.
listen, I get it though because like Mark, our Mark, we're claiming you, Mark. I know there's people on the YouTube that would claim you also, but JuJu and I are claiming you. Like you're our Mark.
You are. And Mark, I'm
Our
so
Mark.
sorry. I hide someone else, and I shouldn't have
Yeah,
done it.
yeah.
I
Our
shouldn't have. It
Mark
felt wrong.
is the perfect Tommy W reference. Like I just love it. Like yeah, I do.
And the other Mark didn't get the reference, of course. Why would he? He was
Right?
just like,
He doesn't get
hey,
it. He doesn't
Juju.
even.
And I'm like, I feel so
This,
dirty.
that's why you can't do it because like they just don't get
I
the
know.
special treatment. They just don't get they just don't get how you're making such a grand effort for them. Like, But hopefully when our Mark comes back, he was here earlier. Hopefully it is late where he is. So if he even shows up, I'm always pleased.
Yeah.
It's very late. It's like,
But just
well,
know, everyone, I've learned my lesson. I've learned the errors of my ways. I
it's
will
like
not be
Monday.
Ohioing other Marks
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. It's like the middle of the day, I believe. They like late morning, early, and he doesn't, with insomnia and everything. Yeah. So I still need to add bear nuzzles to the bingo. Yeah, we're throwing some major nuzzles Mark's way right now, Couch.
Yeah.
I agree, and he's probably not even here to hear it. Don't anybody feel left out. We love you all.
We do. But we only Ohio Mark.
But we love to start our stream with an oh hi Mark, even if he's not here.
It does feel good.
It does. It sets the tone. Welcome everybody in the chat. It's so nice to see so many of you, especially after we didn't do anything last weekend.
I know. That's Mark's comment was fantastic. He goes, I bet you can't outdo the nothingness of last week's show.
I don't think we can. Like unless I get
That
a
was
power.
like our ultimate. That was our.
Even
That
if the
should have been
power
our
goes out.
finale. We're just like,
I should have changed the whole series and said, and now for something different. We're actually going to do something. Like, I missed my moment. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, we could have done something like that. Like, yeah. But no, I'm just so behind, and I'm not even thinking of new projects. I'm so behind in all of my obligations as they are right now. Just that whole like live trials throw a monkey wrench into everything. Like everything.
I mean, I don't even stream them like you do, and they do in my life too, because I'm like, listen, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, like I don't want to disappoint anybody, but I'm gonna cover like Alex Baldwin's Rust trial, but I ain't putting that sorry SOB live every day. No.
Well, do we need to watch the whole one of that? I mean, I think we can pick and choose certain witnesses, and then be like,
and exactly, like I will have content for you. I will pop on periodically, like we will cover it. And of course, if you're in my Discord, push, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, like members, you can get one-on-one conversations about it. We can do whole stream, like we can do a whole mini voice chat, like we did before, like a crime talk, like we were doing.
I miss crime talks. I like those.
It's just hard to schedule with everybody. Like I put feelers out, but if you guys don't respond, like I'm not going to be sitting there talking to myself, So.
But also, it's summer. So.
It is summer. Yeah. Like it's summer for us here in the United States. It's summer. It's not summer elsewhere, but it's hot here. It's freaking hot.
Yeah, I need to talk to everybody about that too. Listen, you guys complaining about the heat, you're harsh on my vibe. I mean, I love summer. I love the heat, the warmth, the sun shining down on me. And everyone's like, "It's hot. I'm so crabby. It's hot." Because cool down your cores. And I don't know, love summer. Get in,
Love.
everybody.
Yeah, true. It is cold drinks. They. I'm not one for a lot of heat though. I know you love being outside in the heat. I know that you love it. You soak it up like it just energizes you. Me, it just sucks the life right out of me like instantly.
Well,
I'm the opposite.
you
Yeah.
should see my house though. It looks like a teenager lives here whose parents are out of town. Because I'm like,
does it a teenager live there whose parents are out of town?
yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
I mean, because if anybody asked me, could you describe JuJu's approach towards life in any moment? That would have been a perfect answer. Like, JuJu is like the teenager whose parents aren't home for the weekend. Yes.
I told you I need adult supervision.
And I'm not insulting you. That's a free spirit. Do what you want, like, and try to get away with it, and don't get called, like, you know what I mean. And we'll just deal with all the repercussions on Monday. Yeah, like that's fine.
Fact. That is how I live. I'm like, it's fine, everybody. I'm like, it's good. But then, like now, I mean, my house is, it's what? But see, I'll like walk in, like my kitchen floor needs mopped. For real. It is bad. But then I walk in there and I'm like, oh, but I see sunshine and grass in the backyard. And I think I should get out there because I act like the sun won't exist tomorrow. I'm like, well, sorry.
You're talking to the woman who was on the phone with you when it was, hey, wait a moment. The moon's out. I have to go outside. Like, hold on. And you like walked me outside, and we were sitting there. You went to the lunch, and he said, "I need my moon bath." And I'm like, "All right, I know who I'm talking to now. Like, I get it. Like, I know. Like, I hear you, boo. I hear you. Like, no. I remember that. Remember when we first started talking? You did that. I was like, "Yep, okay." You said, "I need a moment. I need the moon. I need a moment." And you took me outside on the phone, and you said. And I was joking. Remember, I was like, "Do you need total silence? Is this something like, do you need me to be quiet?"
You're like, "No, I do that part by myself."
And I'm not, and I think it's great. Like, nobody should take this like I'm picking on her, because I'm not. I think this is the best part of JuJu, actually. Her ability to just seize that moment. Like, seize that moment. And not just seize it. This woman lives it. She lives that moment. Like, she grabs it, she lives it, it's done. And I think it's fantastic.
Hey, it's all we got, man.
I love that. I love that about you. Oh, there's so many people I didn't say hi to. I am sorry I didn't mention everybody's names, but let's go back and look. Like, there's stuff going on. There's people popping in. I said hi to Liam and Liz in the chat. Hello there, Mippet. Sean, it's good to see you. Shill, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Mousy, you're here. I didn't expect to see you. You've had such the adventure. I'm so sorry. I read what happened to you.
Mousy's weekend.
But I'll tell you what, Mousy, I would look damn good in that green emerald gown. I would. I've got the cleavage for the top part of it for sure. That thing would look excellent. She said she found new wear for all us cult members in the chat. Did you see?
Man, she's always trying to get us in a cult.
You know what really got me is that she got internet like right away. She was like, all this stuff happened, like no power, no water, like because of like some pole got hit. And I hear you there, Mousy. When a pole gets hit, there's nothing you can do. Like, you're just like, this sounds like an archaic excuse. Like, this should not be happening in modern America, but it does. And everything goes out and you're just stranded. She had no internet. She had nothing. And then when the internet came back on, instead, she's searching for outfits for us all to wear. Just like, that's so you, Mouse. It's just so you. I would be doing like a whole bunch of other stuff instead of that. But anyway, that was like, it just tickled me. I'm not teasing you, Mousy. I'm laughing with you, not at you. Couch, welcome. Michelle, look, I think I said it right. Hello, welcome, April. It's nice to see you. I don't know. Are we supposed to be here? Yes, you're supposed to be here, Couch. And they can talk. They always talk. Oh, you did yard work? Adulting 101. Woo! Good job there, Couch.
Can you do yard work at my house? Because it
Yes.
is a mess out there.
Oh my God, Mrs. Cassandra, hello. 114 degrees. Nope, you can keep it. It's only 90 here. I would be, JuJu would probably like 114, but not me.
I mean, that is warm. That
Mhm.
would,
Yeah.
Can I be in a pool? Because then, yeah, I'll take it.
I would 114 degrees in a pool. I would do that. I would. Hey, Grace, fish nerd, rabbits, Punchy. Wow, we got like lots. Like, wow, nice to see you guys.
Rabbit,
Hello.
we haven't seen you in forever.
How are you doing, rabbits? How are you doing, Punchy? How are you doing, everyone? We're not being selective here.
We're like, how are you doing, everyone except for?
What do you mean you're not supposed to be here? What does this mean, Mrs. Cassandra? You're not supposed to be here. I mean, really, seriously, people, where would you rather be? And don't, you know what? Don't give me great details. Don't break my heart.
Exactly. We're like
Hi,
outside.
Hi, Mary. Anywhere. Hey, hey, Mark, you missed our wonderful opening. It was all for you, man. It was all yours.
It was, but I had
Every
a confession,
second of
so
it.
don't listen to it. I don't want you to know what I did.
No, go back and listen. She needs to be held accountable for it. She does.
No.
She does. Hey, Rodin. Hello, Big Sexy, whoever you are. Welcome.
I like the optimism of that name. Big Sexy.
Oh, I like the yeah. Why not? Right? If you're waiting for the man in the moon to satisfy you, you're going to be waiting for a while. You know what? I hear that, Mark. She wasn't waiting for the man in the moon. She was taking a moon bath.
I was taking a moon
It's
bath.
a different thing. She said it was like bathing in the moonlight. Never mind. It's a thing. I cannot do it justice.
What do you call it when you get in the moonlight? It's a moonbathe.
Moonbathe. That's it. It made sense to me. She wanted to be in the moonlight, and because it was a very bright night, and she wanted to go outside. And yeah,
I like.
It made perfect sense. It made perfect sense.
Thank you. You know, the moon shines in. My bed is beneath a window, and the moon, when it's full, shines right in there. And I open the curtains and sleep in the moonlight.
Oh, Mrs. Cassandra said, Couch said we weren't responding to them, and that's why they said it was just me and you. You guys should be used to that on Sunday, because that's what happens. JuJu and I start talking. we just start carrying on with whatever's going on. But we're looking at the chat. We are. And don't worry about it, Rabbits. You don't have to go back and listen. Only Mark does.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad asking them to go back and listen. We're talking about the man who gave me homework. Him and Liam gave me homework on my stream, remember?
They did. But that was good homework, because I needed that information.
It was excellent homework. It was a great discussion. We did it on the death penalty. Remember, they asked for some facts and figures, and I was like, I don't know, but I better go look. They're like, get to it, Bear. You better get that Google engaged. I was like, okay. And I did. I complied. I did my homework, and we all had a great discussion afterwards because we had more to talk about. Like, it was good. I don't mind doing homework.
I'm like, you might find this shocking, but I do mind doing homework.
Why do? No, I don't find that shocking at all.
I always hated it.
That actually fits with my my JuJu assessment. Whatever that is.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to know what that is.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, moon bathing doesn't exactly go with liking homework, does it?
No, I always hated it.
No, the whole free spirit thing. It's more like, what? Are you telling me what to do? Like I have to study? What? No.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, no.
Just don't tell me what to do.
I either get it or I don't. And if I didn't get it, you didn't explain it right. And I'm not going to look for the answer, so stuff it. Forget it. I'd rather moonbathe. I know how y'all.
But if it's a subject I'm interested in, then I will learn everything I can about it. But, When you're in school and stuff, I don't care about this crap. Just let me out of here.
Unless you're homework school moonbase. You're absolutely right, Rabbits. And I am sorry for all of those. I hear you, all of you. Like Liz was asking about fireworks before in the chat. And April saying about her poor pit with the fireworks. I mean, my Murphy is a nut about this stuff usually too. We used to have to tranquilize him in my shepherd too before that. My neighborhood's crazy, not just for the 4th. Anytime they celebrate, there's like wild fireworks going off randomly all the time. It's crazy. Uh-oh.
Marky went back.
Yes, you're going to have to answer for that. Like, I will give you a moment to.
No, Mark, I didn't mean it. I'm so. I felt like the second I hit enter, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I made the wrong decision.
I told her you're our Mark. We claimed you, by the way. I hope you heard that part too. Like, sorry if you're offended, but you're our Mark. JuJu and I's Mark.
I really did feel bad because I put it in there like, oh, hi, Mark.
Okay,
and then I was like, oh no.
Okay. I think I could fix this for you, JuJu. Okay, like repeat after me. There shall be no other mark over our mark.
There shall be no other mark over our mark.
There you go. Okay. See, we agree there, Mark. Okay.
Mark's like, it's all good.
we reined her back in. She's good. She's good. Hey T King, how you doing? Yeah. But anyway, the fireworks. Like, I'm sorry, everybody. Like it's crazy. Like, I don't
Do you know the fireworks were not very bad here? Like, I mean, basically non-existent, except for there were a few. You know, the ones that I think should be illegal because they sound like a bomb. You know, like they're the professional grade ones where you're like, you should not be able to have these in a neighborhood. You're going to light all our houses on fire.
It's a total punchy response. I didn't mean to throw you off, but what the heck is that? Hate to brag, but I have many marks. Well, okay. But none as special as our Mark. I'll go to bat for our Mark.
It's true. Yeah, see, April gets it. Those, like, the ones that actually scare you. Where you're like, what?
Oh, the ones that make you jump, like, out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And they make the windows shake. Like, listen, like, we have a noise ordinance here. Like, after 10 o'clock, you're not supposed to do anything. But when they think it's a holiday or, like, graduation season, you know, they all go nuts. Like, 2 o'clock in the morning, they're lighting firecracks off. Like, it's crazy.
They do that here, too. And then I'm like, ugh.
It's nuts. And I also heard you guys have kept coming up on some really bad weather, especially Texas. For those of you that live in Texas, I believe maybe Grace, I don't want to out where you live, but is Beryl coming for you? Like, I need to know if you're on that end. You don't have to say, you could talk to me DM, but I did put it in my server because it looks like it's coming up to Kansas, Illinois, Missouri. Like, it looks like you guys are all going to get a little bit of it once it hits land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Actually, I was watching the weather this morning, and the gal goes, "Yeah, the hurricane will hit here."
Oh no, I feel for you. So the power could go out. You could be without internet. Are you prepared? Oh wait, punchy. What I meant is my underwear has many marks. I don't think that's TMI. I don't think we all needed to know that, but since you did put it out there, I made sure YouTube knew about it too. Since you put it in the chat, like I pulled it up. Sorry about that. I mean, no, sorry, not sorry. Like, I don't know why. Loud fireworks still better than the ones. This is true. At least it's not war in the middle of the night. Yeah. Talk about a reality check, rabbits. Loud fireworks still true. Better than the ones they get in Ukraine and Gaza. Just saying. Exactly, rabbits. We are all, somebody did a post on Twitter that I was actually happy to see today. It was somebody just was following political trials and stuff. They have they guest appear on some of the talk shows and stuff like that. They do commentary, and they said that they were having a chill day, just enjoying their chowder, both Manhattan and New England in the same bowl, and it kind of swirls, but you don't mix it up, which is a thing on the East Coast when you can't decide. You
I
go
did
to
not know that.
yeah, you go to a seafood restaurant, you can order it that way. It's a secret. It's like anyway. Um, and she said it was the little things, like, and she asked everybody to say just something they did. And I was like, I had a great cup of coffee and a talk with my daughter today. And it was like the little things. It was like awesome. It was the best cup of coffee in a nice little chat with my daughter. And it was fun. And like so many people were saying little tiny positive things that made a difference in their day that just felt good. And it was so nice to see because I don't know about the rest of you, but that's not normally my Twitter experience. my ex Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Don't come for me, YouTube.
Like, was that my Twitter account? That sounds like something I would say.
But
that's all we have, man. All the little things.
Yeah, the little things add up. If you can find, everybody goes through a lot of stuff. And I'm not going to try to bring the chat down or anything like that.
But I will. Listen what's going on with me, guys. No.
Okay, can I just say this first? Yeah. And then you can actually send them all for their tissues and their fucking wine support or whatever they need. Listen, I will just say that during tough times, I learned to find one good thing every day, because I can assure you, no matter how bad it is and what we're going through, and I'm talking serious illness, death, losing everything, like anything, if you can just find one small good thing every day and just focus on it for just a moment, don't give it more weight than it's worth. I get it. When real shit happens, like, that sounds ridiculous, but it does help. It really does. Sometimes when you don't have anything to hold on to, you have to hold on to your own thought process, and you have to be the one to click it over, even for just a moment, to give yourself that break, so that you don't forget that there are good things occasionally.
But I think sometimes when everything's going wrong, like, people feel guilty for enjoying something, even if it is just a cup of coffee.
True. True. And that's why people look at me funny, like in the middle of, well, here's the thing. I think we've talked about this before. You go to, we may have had this discussion, JuJu, either out here or privately. You're at a memorial or some type of service for somebody you really care about, some tragedy, whatever. And somebody tells a joke and you laugh. Like, one of the things we do too is go to humor and go to the comfort of people around us and tell stories. And that's why a lot of times at these things, you're not sitting around crying. You're in little bunches saying, how are the grandkids? Like, is your daughter graduating this year?
Telling ridiculous stories about, like, the person who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, which you should be, like, not that you're not sad, but you're like, but remember when they did this? Like, that was hilarious.
I'm telling you, it helps. And I don't want to bring the chat down, but like, that's just like, okay. Now Mrs. Cassandra has the chat thinking about boobs, because Punchy has marks in his underwear, and apparently Mrs. Cassandra has a mark on her boob.
What kind of mark on her boob?
This is not the show to talk about how she got the mark on her boob. Just stop right there. Stop.
Well, then I focus on chat. I see her. I just see boobs are cool.
Yes, this is definitely. Now everybody's thinking about boobs. See, it's the little things. Now, don't boobs. I mean, come on. For some people, boobs make you happy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who doesn't like boobs?
I know, for real. I was like, I love boobs. I'm good with them.
I'm just like, we go from serious to like totally ridiculous and like it's flat. Like, it's just like, we can't be serious on this show. This does not.
You know what though? I had that conversation with a friend of mine.
Which one? The boob conversation or the little moments conversation? Or the humor can help you in situations conversation? Because there was
actually, I don't know, because I'm like, who the hell did I talk to? But I swear I just had this conversation.
Hell yeah, rabbits. If you ain't giggling, you ain't living. This is it. Yeah, trademark that stuff, rabbits. It's the truth. Facts.
Good quote.
That is facts. I'm telling you, and I just feel like laughing. I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm laughing with you all right now. I'm in a giggly mood. I think it was the coffee.
Well, that's because
No,
giggling
no,
is the best.
no. What it was is that JuJu set me out right today. She was actually here before I was today.
Thank you, everyone. And first of all, I'd like everyone to note that I'm never late.
No,
I just show up.
She shows up 37 seconds before we're supposed to go live. Yes, she does. She's always here right before we go live, and I'm always laughing because she's
like, I know. Well, and then
she comes in right under the wire. Today she was early, and I was nowhere around. I was like off doing whatever, and I came in. I was all out of breath from rushing and everything, and she's like, I was just like, God damn, the one time you show up a couple minutes early.
I know, but I did get concerned because you hadn't sent me a message that said, B, where are you? You okay?
Well, that's because you told me to no longer message you from the bathroom.
And I stand by that.
No, I don't bring my phone with me to the bathroom. I mean, I know some people do, but I don't. Okay.
Do you know, I don't. Let's talk about this. I don't bring my phone in the bathroom.
Let's talk.
I have strong feelings about
this. Okay, I'm going to put up a poll then. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it.
Well, I also don't like books or magazines in the bathroom. I think it's disgusting. But when I like brush my teeth at night, I'll take my phone in there and like listen to a podcast while I'm brushing my teeth. So what is that? It's the same room.
True. And don't worry about voting people because your votes are anonymous. We don't know who you are when you say yes or no, just so you know.
Rabbits. This show should be called Two Squares Sitting in Chairs. I confirm.
Okay.
So you don't bring your phone in the bathroom?
I do not bring my phone into the bathroom. If I am taking a shower, I will. All right, here's the thing. I got into the habit. Everybody knows I have grandchildren, and my grandchildren had issues very young. One of them was really, really sick. And we all lived together at that time. And everywhere I went, I kept my phone with me for emergencies. So I am in the habit now, if I go to take a shower or something, putting it on the counter.
Okay, I will do that too, because then I'm like, what if I fall in the tub?
And I can't get up. Well, I wasn't going to go there because they're going to go, yeah, you old lady. Like, you shouldn't go anywhere without your damn phone. You could fall and not get up.
I know. But I do. Well, because I did hurt myself one time. And I was outside. My phone was inside.
I would say that when you live alone, having your phone with you is not a bad idea. Like, it's not a bad idea.
Yes.
Most accidents, and this is a fact that I do know because I did have to research it. Most dangerous accidents that happen in the home with people happen in the bathroom.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's slick in there?
Slipping, falling. Oh, it's a lot of hard surfaces. Think about all the tiles. Think about.
Oh yeah, and if you go down, you're gonna hit something most likely.
You're most likely going to hit something, right? Yeah.
True. All right. Accept
Liam does crosswords. You know what? I would. Well, I do have reading material in the bathroom, and I keep reading material in the universal bathroom for everybody in the house. I have an assortment of things like for the boys, for the for the grandkids, for the adults. There's like men's stuff, women's stuff. I put magazines in there, puzzle books, whatever. I'm one of those people that likes everybody to be comfortable.
I mean, I'm not that courteous to my guests. I'm like, you get in, you get out.
Are you kidding?
Lingering in there.
I have two kinds of wet wipes in toilet paper in my bathroom. Like that's me. Like I'm like over. Really? Yeah, I've got the unscented sensitive, like that have nothing in them, and then I have those that if you don't feel like you're clean unless you can smell the soap. Some people are like that. So I have both kinds there.
Yep. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, good.
Biodegradable, flushable kind too, so that I don't get in trouble with
See,
anybody about the
I was
pipes.
just debating. I'm like, do I say it? Get a
I want a
bidet.
bidet. I want a bidet so bad, but I have to wait to upgrade my toilet and put the bidet in. Like when I did the bathroom, I didn't get a good enough one, a good enough toilet there, JuJu.
Yeah, but you can get the bidets that you can like install yourself.
They do. They have a bidet kit that you can put right on top of any toilet. I do
Yes.
agree. And I guess I should do that because
Those are the ones I
I
have.
agree, rabbits, like step up from the wipes and just do a bidet.
And once you go bidet, you cannot go back. You're like, what?
You go bidet, you can't go.
You can't.
It's true though. Like it's true.
You're like, oh, you just feel shame for all the years you didn't have one. You're like, I did not know. I mean,
Mrs. Cassandra with the phone. Oh my god. Oh my god. This chat is lit. You guys are funny.
they are funny.
Phones are gross regardless of what you do with them. Okay.
That's true. I just cleaned
You know
my
what?
phone the other day where you take the case off and everything, and I'm like,
You actually touch them so much. You would be surprised once you take the case off how dirty the crevices and everything were, huh? It's filthy. Filthy.
yeah, well, and I had dropped mine into a puddle of soda like 2 weeks before that. And
Hey, it could have been worse. It could have been that rotten milk. Like,
I know. That was a damn shame. I wish that hadn't occurred.
yeah.
But my car does not stink, so I cleaned it up pretty darn good that day. Which was also the day I took it in and I had to get work done on it. And I was like, I'm sorry, I spilled milk in this car.
Oh my god, I have to like read some of these comments. No voice messages from the bathroom. Too many unsavory sounds. I agree. Don't talk to anybody in the bathroom unless it's an emergency. Yes, you know. Note: bees telephone smells like.
I do. Well, I listen to like a podcast when I'm getting ready for bed, like brushing my teeth and everything. And I always think this is like, I won't bring it in there when I'm going to the bathroom, but I'll bring it in to brush my teeth. It's the same room. Like the same. The logic doesn't hold up.
Oh, Mary, I said hello when you came in. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss anybody if I did, but sometimes it happens. What about people that will have a wired brain installed? They still have to go to the. This is true. And there's nothing wrong with keeping yourself on task or doing what you got to do. We're not saying you shouldn't. Absolutely. I just want to know who does and who doesn't. Like, I have it in there, but I'm not like on it. Like JuJu said, don't call me from the bathroom. Like I couldn't message her because I am the kind of person that talks too much, and I would be like absent-mindedly be talking to her on the phone and walk into the bathroom. Like, oh, it could happen. It could happen. She just is like, don't do it.
Well, some people are cool with it. Like,
and there's no problem with it. I have no like opinion either way. I'm happy. I'm actually happy for people that are, how did Liz put it, wired brain installed, which is like, I get exactly the reference there, Liz. I know exactly what you're talking about. I am so happy that phones are so portable and can do so much now, because that actually helps. Here's one for you, JuJu. Rocket says, women say that men don't know how great it is when their bra comes off. It's the greatest thing in the world. This is false, because it's the greatest thing for us too when a bra comes off. Yes, Couch. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that is a good feeling.
And Nerd keeps a charger in the bathroom. Now that's dedication.
That is dedication.
Mm-hmm. That's thinking ahead. That's thinking ahead.
And Grace has no porn on her phone. I'm like, all right. Actually, that's a rule with my phone too. I support you, Grace.
Yep. And Rabbit says, only when phones have AI noise cancellation, then and only then, maybe I'll bring my phone to the bathroom. I hear you. Nobody needs to know that, right? Like, nobody needs to be in there with you. And when you bring your phone in there, it's like you're bringing a whole bunch of people in there with you. Like, think about it. Like, the whole internet is on your phone.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, now Chad is talking about taking bras off. I hear you, Mrs. Cassandra, but that's fine. That's fine. I expect you to bring the mayhem. A little bit of mayhem everywhere you go, boo. And I love you for it.
It's not a lie, Punchy.
Okay,
not
wait.
a lie.
Mark actually has a wait. Mark, you expect me to answer this? I will. You asked. I will. Okay. He wants to know if I ever talk. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Have you ever talked to someone on the phone while they were on the toilet? Yes, I have.
Absolutely. I'm like,
I actually have. I have cohabitated, and we have had conversations through closed doors. We have had conversations like we've had emergency walk-ins during things in conversation. Yes, and um, I have also received a call, or my daughter or somebody has called me like from like while they were doing like whatever they were doing.
well, my last house, we only had one bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone was like taking a shower, you're like, listen, I got to get in there.
Exactly. Like, and, I'm used to being by myself now. Like, so I'm like, I have like the little bathroom off the main room I'm in all the time, my bedroom sitting area. And I don't even shut that door.
I was going to say that I live by myself. I never shut the bathroom door. And then when people come over, I'll be like, what? Like, I mean, I catch it. And luckily, like where my bathroom is in the house, it's like around a corner. But still, when you live alone, close doors.
Oh no, Grace, I feel for you. This is a whole other thing. When you're out in a public bathroom and you get anxiety because somebody is on the phone next to you, or like, and now you know that whoever they're talking to can hear what you're doing. It's bad enough the person in the stall can hear what you're doing next to you.
Yeah, but they're all in there to do the same thing.
And I have a complaint. Like, they make these rooms. Like, why do they have to make the echo so big? Everything you do echoes throughout the whole room.
Why don't they make doors that you can like not see through? That would be convenient.
The cracks in the doors. Like, they can actually. I know what you're talking about. I hear you. It's ridiculous. Well, yeah. I have issue with public bathrooms. I think they all should be like gigantic one room facilities that you could go in. Like, you know how they make family bathrooms?
So you want us just all out in the open in the bathroom?
No. Just like one at a time in a room, a closed room, not stalls.
One at a time? No way. People would be in there forever.
Forever, that's true. Like, talk about the line. I mean, the lines are pretty bad anyway, depending on where you go. This is true. But I feel for you, Grace, because I have performance anxiety too. I can't go in public very often. Like,
there's a comedian, I forget what song he plays, but he plays a song on his phone when he goes in a public restroom.
He does? Yeah. Is it the
Yeah, and it's a pretty I wish I could remember the song.
It's got to be funny. Communal.
I mean, it's something like I don't know. It's like a Toto song or Kansas song or something where you're like, what? Like, why are you playing that?
Oh, Dust in the Wind? I don't know. Who knows?
He's like, it just gives me confidence. And then it became a thing. Like, he said it on a podcast, and then people were like, I think I was in the bathroom with you. I heard that song playing.
Oh no, April, that's so horrible. I had this happen too. And you don't know what to do, right? The little kid crawls on the floor and comes right in your stall. Has anybody else have that happen? Like, somebody brings their child in with them to the stall, and while they're going, the kid just won't, like, they take turns or whatever, and then the kid's done and pokes their head under the stall to look at you or climbs in. Like, yeah. I've had kids poke their head under there and look at you, and I'm like, excuse me? Like, and then the mom starts yelling. Like, I'm like,
what about when you
moly.
walk in on someone because they didn't have the door locked correctly?
Oh my God. You're talking about me and my embarrassing, like I end up in these embarrassing situations all the time. Yeah.
But like, meh, who cares?
Oh.
What do you say if someone knocks when you're in there? Does that make you panic mildly?
It does kind of like make my heart beat a little bit faster, but I'm like, occupied. And you like, it's always your worst voice. You don't sound like yourself. You sound like, like you're singing or whatever.
You're like, listen, I'm ashamed of what I'm doing right now.
Like, you're just like so nervous. And it comes out like, occupied, or you say something else that you think was the word occupied, but it's something else like, busy here, or like taking over, or like moving. Like, yeah, no, I don't answer the door when I'm doing this. Like, it's like,
you should start giving people time estimations. You'd be like, I just need 45 more seconds. Then we'll be out.
Yeah, I don't know. That is the song, Africa. I miss the rains down in Africa would be a good one. I flushed the poop down in Africa. That is a good one. The Kansas song that they're thinking that the guy would have played. To quote Walter White, I am the one who knocks. True, Punchy.
When someone keeps jiggling the doorknob, like it'll magically unlock. Dude, that is the worst though, because you're like, obviously it's locked.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I get it, Liam. There's the New York Jersey reference. Hey, I'm shitting here. Like, hey, move along. I'm shitting here.
I like rodents. Look at rodents. Occupied.
Oh, occupied. It's occupied. People, like, I can actually see me saying it.
I know. I actually really like that one.
On accident, I would say it, not even meaning it. It would be like, unintentionally appropriate. Like at the time. Like, what is that? The unintentional innuendo I always do?
Hey, you know what, though? That guy who plays the song while he's going to the bathroom, I bet no one ever walks in on him.
I'll bet you they don't. Because, yeah.
So maybe that's like a life hack. He like figured
I bet you they're wondering what the hell he's doing in there to music.
Not anymore. He told us all on the podcast. We're like, now we know.
I don't care. The stuff we talk about when it's
I was
nothing.
just thinking that, and I was like, we just talked about going to the bathroom for a long time.
I can't even imagine if somebody tried to explain our Sunday streams, like even the ones from the past or the one we're doing right now. I can't even imagine what they would say. Like,
I don't know what these two broads are doing.
Yeah, it's a play. We have no idea. We're there for it. Oh, damn, it's okay. There's 11% said, don't ask me, it's too much information. 32% said no, they don't bring their phone to the bathroom, and 58% say yes. And I think that the most common answer would be yes, because it's like you have it with you all the time. You have to make an effort not to bring it with you, right? So that's what I'm thinking. It would be the most common, because you have to actually make an effort not to bring it with you.
Yeah, because don't you get mildly annoyed when you're wearing like jammy pants that don't have pockets?
No, because I don't put my phone on my body.
What?
When I'm home. No, it's not on my body. It's next to me, or on a shelf, or on the dresser, or on the nightstand, or on the coffee table, or like I do pick it up and go from room to room. Like if I'm sitting in my sitting room like I am now and I wanted to go get coffee, I would bring my phone with me into the kitchen.
Oh, would you? See, I would not do that. Like once the phone's on the same floor of the house with me, I'm good to go. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah, but if I fell from, like, here's it. Like, if there's an emergency or somebody calls me, I don't want to run back to answer the phone. So I bring it with me. That's
well, I have mine set on silent for anyone who calls me.
Well, that's why I have to keep it with me. So I see that it goes off, because I also have it on mute. Like, because how many times have you guys heard my phone ring? Like, on in the middle of a trial or whatever, or messages. And I've learned, like, my phone actually tells you who's calling out loud. And I learned that lesson from my really nasty sister-in-law, who I named Princess Bitch Face. I was having lunch with my mother-in-law, and she called and it went, Princess Bitch Face is calling at the table. And I was like, well, that wasn't a good idea, Claire.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sorry, not sorry. She was. Yes, she was. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
I mean,
but the worst was when my mother-in-law asked me, who's that? I was like, your daughter? Your daughter's calling. I think she wants to know where you are. And
you're like, listen, she's in on the joke. No need to mention it to her.
No, it's okay. They neither one of them like me very much. Ask me if I actually care what they thought about that.
What do you think the worst thing anybody's ever saved you as in their phone?
Princess Bitch Face. No, Queen Bitch Face. Like when
I like it. You like gave you're like, listen.
I do, because I know myself very well. If I'm gonna act entitled, I'm gonna act entitled to the MF limit. Like, I am not gonna be just a little entitled. I'm not gonna be just a little difficult. I am more often than not too damn much. So that's how JuJu has me.
That's a lie, everyone.
That's how JuJu has me in her phone. Too damn much, bear. That's it.
I was like, how do I have you? Well, look. Mm-hmm. I think I just have you as Claire.
Aw.
Yep.
Gee.
Well, some people I put like who the hell they are. You know, like the lawn guy. I'm like, if his name just came up, I'd be like, I don't know who
this is.
Do you do
that too? I go, I have them. Here's like, I have electric guy, favorite electric guy, and don't call this electric guy.
Absolutely.
We're working on my house. I do. I'm like, this is the one. This one's okay. Don't ever call this one again. Like, seriously. That's how I have like all the services for repairing my house listed. So, yeah.
Now, do you have exes saved in your phone? Because I delete them. I'm like, get out of here.
Well, there is one that I have deleted from everything, but most of them I'm on very good terms with. We're still all friends, so no.
Oh, that's right. You're a better person than me.
No, I'm not a better person. I have people in my life who are better people. That's all. I wouldn't say I'm the better person. I would say perhaps we adulted our way into a situation where I didn't get judged too harshly. But
I mean, just people that you like maybe only dated for like, I wouldn't even call it dated. You went out with a few times and then you're like, this is not going to work out.
Oh, no. If I don't do second date, you ain't in my phone. Matter of fact, if you're in my phone, there's a reason. Like, if you make it to my phone, like we've had to talk more than once or twice. Like, come on. I don't do the Tinder. I don't do dating apps or any of that crap. Like, I just never did.
I don't either. You still meet humans out in the world.
Now, do I have 1,000,001 Discord people? Yeah, but they're not in my phone. You know what I mean? Like, and do I have like Instagram people and like all of that? I'm talking your personal cell phone. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. Listen, I'll exchange a number with somebody. Like, you meet in real life, you're gonna go on a date. But like, if we don't get to date 2 or 3, like, you're in there for the show. Like, I've got a holding area for you. Okay.
Well, like, I go through my phone, not on a regular basis, but like once a year, and I'm like, I haven't talked to this person, delete them. Like, numbers build up in there. So
one is grandpa, so he stays in Yes, exactly. And we talk almost every day, Mrs. Cassandra. You're right. I didn't mean to cut you off, JuJu. I'm sorry. She said one is grandpa, so he stays in contacts, right? Absolutely. And we talk every day. And he's with the kids on the weekend. Yeah, absolutely. Don't tag your serviceman booty calls. No, I don't. I do not. But I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I have no idea what I was saying. Nothing important.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah, that was very rude of me, and I didn't mean it. I just saw the word grandpa, and I was like, "You're absolutely right. That's a perfect example of how I am with my exes." Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but that's different. I mean, like you know, like my exes, I have no reason to
mm,
talk to them. I'm like, we got nothing.
yeah,
Get out of
and you
here.
know what? There are those like that. Like I don't talk to all of them all the time. I'm just I just don't have um.
But somebody asked, they go, well, why would you delete them out of there? What if they contacted you again? And I was like, if I haven't talked to them in 6 months or a year, what? They're not going to contact.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I hear from all of them all the time. Of course I don't. And I hope I don't hear from the last one ever again. Like that's been rough. Just trying to get them not to contact me has been an issue. Um but it's been better. I actually had to block them. I've never had to block anybody like that before. Like everywhere.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I had to like block their email, block everything. And then they were like using their family members' emails and phones to like So
Did their
that was
family members know they were doing that? Because I would be
yeah.
like real mad if someone was doing that with my stuff.
JuJu, this is why they're blocked. They had their mom and dad call me on Valentine's Day.
What are they?
Yes,
First of all,
yes,
was their mom and
to
dad
tell me.
married?
Yes, they're both married and they're there, and he's a grown ass man. Okay, like
Yeah, no,
full.
worried about your guys' relationship like you're in junior high.
And they actually called me to say how much he missed me and how devastated he is, and I should at least talk to him. And I'm like, no.
What a weird phone call.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
listen, my son
Use his
is
brother's
real
email.
into you.
Yeah, use his brother's email to message me, and I had to block the brother too. It was wacky. Talk about obsessive. I didn't know that they were like that before, but sometimes when you finally tell somebody no, you find when you say the word no, you find out how people really are. That's all I got
Yeah.
to say.
When they're like, hey, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't want to give out too much information. I was not abused or assaulted, or there's nothing like that. Don't go there, people. But because sometimes when you say the word no, people go a different direction. It wasn't like that. It was just that you know most of the relationship there wasn't anything we disagreed with or anything that changes or any consideration had to be made on my part. Well,
Until there was. And then
yeah, and then it was a big deal, and so I was like, well. And I really do stand by that. Once people show you like who you are, like you need to pay attention. And once that happened, there was no going back for me. It was just, yeah.
that's true.
I'm sorry you lost power there, Shill. I hope you get okay. Some wind and thunder.
Damn,
Mrs.
son.
C Friday. Yes, Rocket. Yes, Fridays are back. This Friday's gonna be what the F, and Mrs. C and Wrecker are joining, and we're gonna see if anybody else like it's gonna be all of those like social media topics, YouTube topics, mass media topics, just weird stuff that happened during the week.
I'm like, well, maybe
Mm.
I might have a little file folder of stuff for you that I'll start sending over.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, Mark. People can be too needy. That's a turn off. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. It's important to get that all settled, like how you want to be with each other up front, because that can
That's
wear on you quick.
true.
Hmm.
Because that is, yeah. I know barrel is coming my way, Mrs. Z.
Yeah. And Liam, I get that because of what you do. I could understand why your phone has a lot of owner of dog's name in it instead of the person's name. You have to remember them by whose dog it is. That's actually clever. Just like I have to remember like why this person's full name is in there. I mean, even when I had an auto accident and the guy calls you to to come by and take the pictures or whatever and take the claim,
Mm-hmm.
the agent, like they use their personal phones and their names come up. So you end up saving it that way. And I have to go back and say like he's an agent for whatever because like I don't know who these people are. Like,
That's, you know what? Like when your phone will go, could be Claire. And I'm like, how do you know that phone?
You know what?
Stop it.
My iPhones do that. Like there were several, like for people that I talked to, once an email comes up, because like, you know, you have your email on your phone and everything. And Apple does that. It grabs all the information, you know, and it's like, well, this email could be this one, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm constantly merging contacts together.
Yeah, well, and then if you like text someone from your computer versus your phone, like my phone will switch that to a whole new conversation, which is very
Does it?
irritating for
Oh,
business. Yeah.
mine won't. Mine won't because it's the same contact, so it kind of links it through my service. Because I can only do it through their app on the PC. Like I have to actually log into my account to do it, to text them.
But if you have a Mac, like all your stuff will.
I don't have a Mac. I have a Windows-based PC and I have an iPhone. So
Well, I
they
have
don't.
both. And like
Yeah.
with the Mac, like one of the companies I work with is all Mac. So when we're like sometimes we talk on the computer, sometimes we talk on our phones, whatever. And then it always opens up a new conversation. I'm like, stop it. Like you're talking to the same person. And it's linked under the same phone number. So it's very frustrating. Anyway, there's probably a workaround around like a setting I'm not clicking, but whatever.
No, I get it. Like because you end up having to merge all this stuff together, or you don't know where you are, so it could be very frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm kind of distracted because Rodent, like I have to put it up, kind of like this is what I looked at. This is why I show my dates page in the basement early in the relationship. I mean, what? Like, yes, exactly. Well, yeah. And now we're talking about weather in the chat. We're boring them. They're talking about. I know it's hot, Mark. It's hot here, but like, not as hot as where Mrs. Cassandra is. It's over 110. And you do have Beryl coming your way, Mrs. C says. There,
Yeah.
JuJu. Yeah.
I know that's kind of a good thing though, because I do need to clean my house and I will not
Well,
because it is nice outside.
if it's windy and rainy during the summer, then that's the day you do your housework. I mean, that's a summer rule, isn't it? Who cleans every day in the summer? Like you've got beach time, and like we don't get enough time for that.
Like deep clean my house in like April/May, and then I'm like, catch you later, house. I'll be outside.
Yeah, and it's like when you live on your own. I mean, how bad could it be, right? Like,
well,
seriously.
right now it is not.
Oh, I forgot the unadulted teenager was running amok. Yeah, okay.
Know, for real.
Yeah, you did warn me. I can just imagine. Like,
I even tried to trick myself. Like, guys, I'm going to confess this to you. This is what's going on in my house. So I changed my sheets, threw the like dirty sheets downstairs where my washer and dryer is. Never washed them, and now I need to change my sheets again. And I'm like, what? So then I bought like good laundry detergent, thinking I'm like, this will excite me to like clean my sheets.
Oh, I got to ask you about that. Okay, well, it is exciting. I think clean sheets are one of those little pleasures in life that are just like everybody can agree with. That first time you get between an absolutely freshly made clean bed, it's like the best sleep ever. I don't care, man, woman, child, whoever you are. We all take that deep breath, snuggle down. It's one of the best. It's one of those little things in life that makes a difference.
You may find this shocking, but I have a whole ceremony I do with it. I'm like,
I don't find that shocking at all. You're talking about the woman who has the tea ceremony just because I need to take a moment, because I had to train myself to take a moment. I don't treat myself very well. I put more pressure on me than anyone. I agree, Record. You need to clean your room. And welcome. Nice to see you. I guess you're back from your appointments. And thank you for the ordering.
Claire, can you give me a lecture this week and be like, hey, JuJu, look at your house?
JuJu, you already told me that the teenager's been running around. I have to remind you that these are adult conversations we have after we're done here. Perhaps maybe tomorrow, if the weather is a little rainy, maybe you should like pick up your dirty clothes and just make it.
I did. I threw them down the stairs and then closed the basement door. I'm like, that problem solved.
However, I I don't think you should spend the whole day doing that. I think rainy days are for cups of hot tea, make yourself some comfort food, read, watch a shit
You know what
show
I
on
love to do
TV
on a
that
rainy
means
day?
nothing. And then if you want to vacuum or dust, that's cool. You know,
I never
Wrecker,
want to
I meant
vacuum.
it. You need to clean your room. And I only say that, people. It's not like I'm in his room. All right, stop that. Like, stop it. I'm just saying, he tells me this all the time. I need to clean my room. I need to clean my room. He never cleans his room.
So
So,
Wrecker and I are living the same life right now. We're
so
like, you know
I
what I
would
need to
just,
do?
I would,
I'm not
I
going
would
to do
just,
that, but I need to.
I want to make that Wrecker's new greeting. Did you clean your room? How clean is your room? Clean your room. Because he does always say it, like, and just like I always say, like, I need to take a moment, I need to not put pressure on myself. I never do it. I don't, like, we all do that stuff. Yeah.
True.
I mean, it's not like he's like messy or dirty or anything. It's just, how you just have piles of stuff. Right now I got piles of stuff too.
Yes. Sometimes I like to like trace what I was doing though. I'm like, you know how you can be like, oh, I see how I moved throughout the house this past week. Like this project was going on, this was happening over here.
Rocky said, "Cleaning room is tomorrow. Wrecker's problem. Exactly, not tonight. Like, yeah, that's right. Don't do it tonight. Like, because tonight is House of Dragons. Actually, we have House of Dragons date. Okay.
I do not have piles of old food. I mean, I ran the dishwasher and I called that cleaning. I'm like, hey, that's
Oh, there
taken
is
care of.
never ever piles of old food in my. No, I mean, things might go bad in the fridge or whatever, and I gotta toss it, or like a piece of fruit got a little too soft, and But this is regular maintenance. Like, I never have to do that stuff. Like, that happens as it happens, including, like, I have no problem bringing food in to watch something in my sitting room. Like, I'll bring food outside the kitchen, outside the dining room. But I clean up. Like, I bring the dishes back in and do all of that.
You know, I
Openly.
don't like I eat at the dining room table. It's like a real treat if I eat on the couch or something.
Yeah, I do like better to eat at the table. I just don't do it often anymore. I'll be honest. I'm usually talking to somebody. I don't like to eat alone, so I kind of run all of my business stuff and like my friend stuff and everything around like eating times because I really hate to eat by myself.
So you won't go to a restaurant by yourself?
No, I have. I just need the noise and distraction, the other people, conversation, watch something on a YouTube video or TV. I can't just sit there in silence and eat by myself. I just can't. Oh,
Really?
yeah.
I mean,
So,
usually I have the stereo on, but yeah, I
yeah.
sit at the
Well, you
table.
have background music, so you have something. I will bring when I used to go for like what I did for a living. I had to continually get continuing education units to keep up my certifications and stuff. So, like, I was always traveling, and I had a lot of meals on my own, and I always brought a book or something, and I'd be one of those people eating and reading, in the restaurant. But
Yeah, sometimes I read but sometimes I just sit there. I'm like, I'm just enjoying this meal. Will you go
mhm.
to a movie by yourself?
Yes, I have. Yeah, and I go to the library, but I am not opposed to being alone. I just prefer company. It's more enjoyable for me. I am a very, me. I like to talk. I like to communicate. I like to hear what other people have to say. I am a little too, the I like silence here and there, but if I was silent for too long, it would really be detrimental to my health on all levels.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's true for everyone, but
Hmm.
I would say I'm equal. Like I love alone time, but I also love
Hmm.
being social. So
Hmm. Hmm. She'll say, "You had to start on that bathroom talk, and now the power is out, and I'm stuck in my chair, and I have to go. No more bathroom talk." I'm so sorry. Does that
oh,
mean you?
chill.
Oh no. Does that mean you can't? Oh, because don't you have? You see, now this is the thing. I was going to ask you. Do you have a flashlight ready? Because my power goes out so often. I literally have 4 flashlights in my sitting bedroom. Ensuite area, and I have one in the kitchen, one in the living room. They all have a spot. Like, I have a working little flashlight everywhere, especially the bathroom. And in the bathroom, I have a candle and matches so that I can, like, if it's going to be out for a while, we can light it up. And it's like enclosed. It is a candle inside a hurricane lamp. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So that it doesn't there's no risk of, a little bit of a breeze opening a door, catching everything on fire. Although there's no curtains, there's only towels in the bathroom. I have no curtains or anything like that, but still. Hey, look at the trees. Welcome.
Hey trees. I do not own a flashlight.
You don't own a flashlight?
No.
Okay, what are you going to do when the power goes out? Like tomorrow during barrel?
I just light a candle.
Okay, well, then you have a way.
Yeah, I
Mark,
mean,
that, not exactly what I was talking about, Mark, but thank you. No, thanks.
I was
Okay.
prepared to flash you.
I am prepared with flash. Right?
See,
Oh,
Liam gets it. First of all, if I go to the movies with someone, get your own popcorn. I am not sharing mine. But I go to the movies by myself alone on a regular
I
basis because
there
I'm
are
not going to talk to you. I'm going to watch the
yeah,
movie.
going to the movies is a big thing for me. Like I don't like because first of all, it's not enjoyable to me. The seats are uncomfortable. I do love the big screen effect though. There are certain things you have to see on the big screen. Like, let me see if I can find a reference we'll all understand. Alien versus Predator. Okay.
Okay, I've never seen
Okay.
that.
All right. A big like all this fighting, all this like a Star Wars movie, a Marvel movie, look Wakanda, Black Panther. I saw on the big screen. Something that has a big visual effect or great scenery, like Avatar. Did you see Avatar? Like that
No.
had to be on a big screen. It was different. But I do watch a lot of stuff, just on my TV. I have a big TV. It's not a movie screen, but for me, here on the shore, because of where we live, most of the theaters smell. They're loud. There's too many keys. There's too many choices. The seats are uncomfortable. People talk too much. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll
it's
be
not
honest. I'm
enjoyable.
just going to the movie for the popcorn. So,
Well, now they make movie theater buttered popcorn, like
yeah, I
microwave.
mean, it's okay if you get the one in the bucket, but you got to, I mean,
It is a whole thing. I mean, it's an
well,
experience,
plus the
and
movie
it
theater popcorn should be a delectable treat that you don't have on a regular basis. And then when you get it, you eat too much and you get a stomach ache from it. That's my
exactly.
goal.
That's why I would rather, if I'm going for that, it's for the whole thing. Then it's usually a date or with friends.
Oh,
But
see, I
I
just
would.
go by myself. But you know what? I will go into a theater and just buy the popcorn and leave.
Well, I was just going to recommend that to you, because the concession stand is now in the middle of all the places. It's not
Yeah.
like after you don't
Plus,
even have to buy a ticket to go to the concession stand anymore.
no, you never did. You could always just walk right in there.
Not
My
at
first
ours.
job was at a movie theater. But
Ours was just past the ticket place, like
the
so.
lady at the movie theater by my house, last time I went in there and bought some popcorn, she goes, "Hey, if you come at closing time, I'll just give you all the popcorn for free." And I was like, "Will you
They
marry
do.
me?"
They do. They bag it up. They have to take it out of the machine and they bag it up, and then you just walk out with the clear bag of like, wow, what a friend. That's a pal, really.
Yeah. The floors are always sticky to the movie theater too.
Especially if you have to go out the back exit. I remember once there was like a fire warning. We had to go out the back exit, and those stairs were so disgusting and so they literally you slid. You
Yeah.
slid on the stairs at the back of this movie theater on the way out. It was the most disgusting thing. You didn't want to touch the rail. You're thinking if the stairs freaking slid, can you imagine what's on the rail? Like I was so grossed out, so grossed out.
Plus, you know what bothers me is people who are like opening candy and crap during the movies. You're like, what is happening that it's taking you 3 hours to open that candy? Give it to me. I will assist you.
Exactly. Why did they have, in the movie, why did they put, like, now they put too much wrapping on it? Like, I want everybody to be safe and nobody to touch my candy, but still, they make it really hard to open anymore.
Yeah, but also open it before the movie starts. Prepare yourself, people.
All right. This is what I'm talking about, the extra noise. They're like opening candy, getting up, going to get stuff. They forgot this. They got to go like this. Like, I just can't. I once found a ticket for free popcorn in the parking lot and just went in, bought popcorn, and left. I don't blame you. I would.
That's
too.
what I do, Rocket Couch.
Yes, absolutely. I thought about JuJu during an onion moment today. An onion moment. Okay, I need explanation.
Yeah,
Now you
what
need to
is an
tell us
onion moment?
what is an onion moment. That's a whole other
My
topic.
whole life is an onion moment.
Have you ever entered through the back door at the movie theater, Mrs. Cassandra? No, they only let you go out that way if it's an emergency, and it was like, yeah, I've never like, I know that's not what you meant. Stop it. Stop it right there. Oh my god, now they're all going about the phones. And rabbits, I get it. If you're tall or like I'm short, so like my feet are just can't hit the floor, which I'm kind of grateful for.
Well, and rabbits can't win because like he's squished in a seat, and then people are pissed off when he sits in front of them because they're like,
I know,
can't see
because
over
he's
this tall
small.
guy.
Right. And you're trying to squish down. I mean, it's not exactly as comfortable as, wrapping a snuggie around me and watching something cool and just chilling out. Like when I want to watch a movie, let's face it, movies are like an hour plus, right? An hour 20, 30. If it's a really long docu, it's like 2 hours. I need my comfort. I need to settle. I would rather be home. Now,
Well,
do I have
especially now because it's all like recliners at the movie theaters, and I'm not down with this because
they are. I get it. I'm sorry. We have a lag going on. Like there was a space there. I thought you were done and you weren't. I'm sorry. I have to
that's also the
apologize
way
for
I
that.
speak.
No,
So,
no. I don't think it's you. I really don't. There's something going on with my headphones, to be honest. Oh.
but Grace, you love onions like I love onions. Grace and I are onion buddies.
Oh, I love grilled onions. When I had my Fourth of July hot dog, because yes, if you're in America, I'm sorry, it's a thing. Hot dogs are not like I don't eat hot dogs regularly. I think like food that can't be identified inside a tube is a dangerous thing. But hot dogs, once in a while you got to make an exception for a really well done hot dog on a really good bun with some really good mustard, the grainy English
Mm-hmm.
mustard, and pickled onions. Damn, that was good. And I'm so happy if I can have that just once a year. Like
Did
I'm
you
like,
have
yes.
that on 4th of July?
I did. Yes, I did.
I didn't. What did I do on 4th of July? I don't recall.
Something teenager without parents, apparently. That was this week. You said the whole week was like that. It's like the whole week has been.
Oh, I know. It was teenagery without parents. Never mind.
Mhm. A brat is like a hot dog. It's only better. It's an upper class hot dog. Definitely mousy. I agree.
Dude,
Yeah,
brats
fried
are
onions.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. I do. I mean, a good sausage, a banger, like we call them bangers. It does. The hot dogs that we get are like all natural, nitrate free, all beef, so it's not too bad. But it's still a hot dog. But
We did
damn, do
one
I love.
summer, went through and taste tested all the hot dogs to find the very best one.
Was it Sabrats or Oscar? Like what was it? I like garlic Sabrats. I like those skinny ones with the garlic in the meat. I
I'll
like
be
them.
honest, we did not keep very good notes. and
We ate a lot of hot dogs and we don't know.
we often mixed them up on the grill. We're like, anybody pay attention to what's what on here?
And they're like, all right, the one on the left is the winner, whatever it is.
It was I think it was a kosher hot dog, I think, that did win.
You know what? Kosher hot dogs are really good. You could get a really good one or a really bland one. Like Sabrats, you could get a kosher Sabrats with the garlic, and so they're good. Yeah, they're good.
I know we do not like the ones that snap. I don't like the snap shell on them. I mean, but I like a cheap hot dog too, like bar double
Mhm.
S. Thank you. It's
I
just a
know.
little stick of sodium. That's all it is.
Yes, it is. It's very, very salty, very, very chemically. Like, but I'm all for it. It's not that often. It's not that often. So I'm all for it. Rabbits, I know all about Asian chili crisp. I don't even have to look it up. I'm already there. I would put Asian chili crisp on ice cream. I like it so much. Yes, I would because the
Yeah, who
garlic,
told us
the
to do
chili.
that? Anna?
Anna said try it, and I would. It was somebody in my Discord. It could have been her, or it could have been Aunt Jer. Like they do the food stuff, and I'm all for unami, and that's some unami. I like hot, spicy, savory with sweet, cool, and creamy. That to me, that was just like whoa, yes. Oh, Mousy, Hebrew Nationals are good too, as far as hot dogs.
Yeah,
and
all
it's
right.
thundering. I heard your storm is coming in early. Like it's quicker.
Well, she's getting the edge of the hurricane, I think.
I am so glad we're talking about food now. I feel comfortable all of a sudden. When we were talking about bathrooms and boobs, I was a little uncomfortable, I must
Were you
admit.
really?
Yeah, and then we're talking about cleaning the room, and I'm like, how clean is my room? Like now I'm getting a little too uncomfortable here. Like I didn't want anybody. I'm sorry, Record, if you thought we were picking on you, because I know he's not like his room is not dirty. It's just piles of stuff when you're working on things. He's like I am. If you're working on a project, it your project is right there, all of it, right
You know,
there.
they say people with messy desks are more efficient at work.
That you know what they I used to tell everybody that I worked with that all the time, and they would call me in and think I was quitting every time they found my desk clean.
See, I'm.
It would fascinate them. They could come in and ask me for something. I knew exactly where it was, in which pile, could pull it out, like 27 charts down, pull out the folder and hand it to them. It's like they were like, "How do you do that? This is like so unorganized." I'm like, "No, it is organized, just the way I like it."
See, I'm super organized. Like,
I have
and
my
I'm like the
gotta do
person
it.
who like straightens my desk at the end of the day. I'm like,
Mhm.
it's all tidy.
I have my my daily pile, gotta do it before I leave pile, gotta, if I don't do it, gotta bring it home pile, like, and gotta be done by the end of the week pile, my research pile. Like, yeah, that's how my desk was at work all the time. Uh, Mrs. Cassandra, this is the real Claire. I'm not, it was everybody talking about boobs.
Okay, wait. Rabbit has a good question. Food in the bathroom? Yay or nay?
Oh, wow. That's a new poll. Okay, let me end that one. That's a good one.
That is a good
Okay.
one because I have an
Okay.
answer.
Why are we doing only bathroom polls? So this will be the
I don't
bathroom poll
know.
stream.
One night we
Okay.
talked about chicken shit bingo, so who knows where this is going.
What is chicken? Wait, I need a refresher, a reminder. What the
That's
hell
where
is
the
chicken shit?
chickens walk around pooping and
That's my thing about free roaming pooping animals. Don't get me started.
yep.
Like, oh yeah, okay, I got to think about that.
So what's your take? Yay or nay on food in the bathroom?
Um, I'm going to really upset some people,
It's a
but
yes.
no, it's a no, because
Never?
I watched a video about when you flush a toilet, what really happens in the bathroom. And I won't even let my toothbrush in there uncovered and hidden away.
Well,
Everything
yeah.
in my bathroom that goes anything in my mouth or personally is locked away.
Okay, but what if you're taking a bubble bath and you take like a piece of cheesecake in there
Oh,
and eat it
we
in the
have talked
tub?
about this. That I have brought wine and not cheese or anything, but I have brought wine and a candle into my bubble baths a lot. A lot. Yes, I have.
Or you eat
Um,
a bowl of ice cream in a hot bubble bath?
I
Yeah.
don't think I've done that, but that
Do
sounds
it.
fascinating.
Get on it.
Only if I'm having okay, record, that sounds good. Ice cream in the bath. I could hear you. Like I hear you, Juju. That does sound good.
Yeah, see, Liam likes snacks and he's having a long bath.
Okay. Polls up, people. Vote. That's why you close, this is right, Mrs. Cassandra. That's why you close the lid when you flush. But do you know how many people don't? People do not flush. Really,
I
they
also
don't.
don't think it makes a huge. I mean, it
And
makes
that's
a
why
difference, but it's
I
still
don't understand
particles.
why there's no lids in public toilets. Have you ever noticed that? That freaks me out.
You know, the cleanest stall in a public restroom is the first one.
Because nobody goes to the first one.
That's right. Everyone walks by it. So
Except now everybody listening to this stream and in that chat is only going to the first stall from now on. We just ruined it.
that's the one I use. Rabbits. There's a
I
lid.
cover, yeah, I cover my toothbrush too, Mousy. Like it's like,
Oh,
and,
that's true because people break them. Dirt. We should
oh,
have gotten that.
this is true. Oh, it's true. I don't eat in the bathroom, but she's right. If I was taking a bubble bath, it's a whole different thing. And you know what? I correct myself. I did have some homemade potato chips once in a bath. I
Nice.
did. And they were like, the kind you put all the seasoning on and you make yourself. So they were like garlicky and chili, and I just enjoyed those with some wine. Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
I've had chocolate with my bubble bath and wine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. I do eat in the bathroom. I have eaten in the bathroom. Oh my God. I've just freaked myself out. I ate in the bathroom.
I know. It's real gross when you think about it.
I know. I'm like,
but when you're doing it, it makes so much sense. You're like, no, I should take this food into the room where I like.
Okay,
all
so
this other
granted,
stuff
there was
occurs.
candlelight and there was bubbles and it was just me,
Well,
but
and you're
still,
in the
oh
tub.
my
It's not
God.
like you're.
I know, and there was a half wall between me and the toilet, so I should feel safe.
Well, and
But
it's
I
not like
know,
you dump the chips out on the like bathroom counter, like they're.
no, they were in a little bowl and they were on a little tray in the bathtub. You know those trays that you can suspend over the top. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I
right?
have one.
Yeah. I read in the bath. You read in the bath? I've read the bath for a while.
Yes. And then actually, I lied earlier because I do have a basket beside my tub that I put like magazines, and then I have like what I call tub books, like pool books. Like, who
Well, you
cares?
you didn't lie. You said you don't put stuff in there for other people to read. Your basket only has
Well, and
stuff
it's over
you
by
want
the
to read.
tub. My
Yeah,
bathroom's real big. You can't reach it from the toilet. So,
yeah, that's right. It's not sit like mine is a basket right next to the toilet, right next to the toilet paper holder, which is freestanding for people to move where they want it. By the way, it's not like affixed to the wall.
yeah. No, my whole
Yeah.
tub, that's a whole freaking apothecary cabinet up there on my tub. I'm like, what do you want to put in the water?
But my best is music in the bathroom. Here, like I gotta tell you, music in the bathroom. I need music for my bubble. I need music for my bath. Now, granted, I no longer have a big tub in my bathroom. I redid it, and it's a walk-in shower now with multiple shower heads in like 5. I'm telling you, 10 people could fit in that shower right now.
Do you
Like it
find
was.
that gets cold, or does it stay?
Yes, it is. But that's where I have the button where the heater does the hot air thing, where the
Okay.
heat comes on in the room right away and like is blowing literally hot air all around the bathroom. And it comes on really, really fast, like it's not on all the time. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know.
There's a button. If I know I'm taking a shower, I push that button. That bathroom gets to 75 degrees, 80 degrees in an instant, like in a couple of minutes, clear. It's like short and hot, and then you can turn it off. And there's like a fan and all of that. But I don't regret having that big shower because it's got the massage and everything like that, and it's got a bench, and it's all like I was doing it for long term.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I do have some balance issues. I had to start thinking long term. So when we redid it, I redid it thinking of the future, and I gave up the big tub. But I miss it, Juju. I literally have been thinking about planning just going to a hotel overnight so I could take a huge bubble bath.
Oh my gosh. Last time I was in Mexico, we had a double tub, and I did not go to breakfast every day. I was like, oh, I'm not taking a bubble bath.
I told you, my daughter and I swap, and this is the most adorable thing. This is my daughter and I swap. She loves the shower massage and the privacy of my bathroom because the boys aren't there. Like she can come and take a long, leisurely hot shower with the shower massage, right? And me, I just want to go to her house and take a bubble bath.
Do you know, you want to hear the cutest thing? I may have told this story before, but my friend, I would pick her son up from like daycare or school because, like there was an overlap where she couldn't quite get there before they closed. So he would come like to my house and I would make dinner, whatever. And I let kids, like, if you want to play in the mud, play in the mud. I don't care. You're a little washable kid. You're fine. So I would always give him like a bath. She's going through a divorce. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I have a jacuzzi tub. So I let him take a bath in the jacuzzi tub one time.
Oh.
And I was like, are you ready for this? And I turned the jets on. And he was like, it's like a car wash for little boys.
I love that. Wait, but now, since you said jacuzzi tub, now I'm calculating if it's worth the hour's trip in gas to drive to your house instead of staying at the
I'm
hotel.
telling you, this tub is magic.
I'm coming by. I'm coming to you. Like,
but get this. No, so when he comes over, sometimes he'll go, hey, could I go take a bath? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, you're fine. And he like no longer, you don't have to like keep the door open watching him. And the first time he asked me, he was like kind of embarrassed. And his mom's like, no, you ask her. And he's like, hey, could I go upstairs and take a bath?
Yeah, you know what? And I'd be fine with you if somebody like.
Yeah, what? I'm like, yeah, it's an
Mhm.
amazing tub. Absolutely, have
Especially
a good time.
that's so much. It's so much like I've got nieces and nephews that were having kids, and sometimes you just need like that hour away from your family. And I'm like, come take a hot like my shower is the bomb. Come take a shower, and it's really a selling item. They will.
But I just love that it's like an 8-year-old boy. Like,
I think that's so cute.
Guys, I'm gonna go take
like
a bubble bath.
car wash for little boys. I will never forget that. Hey, Alice. Nice to see you. Wanda, thank you for coming by. Welcome, everybody. I'm not ignoring you guys in chat. I'm just laughing. I mean, JuJu makes me laugh. I can't help it. She got me thinking now. And sorry about like your cooking there, Alice, and about our bathroom food talk. But like if you show up here and you're listening to us, like be prepared. It could be anything.
In an hour, she's like, why am I eating this dinner in the tub?
Yeah, exactly, with the candles going. And Liam said he even pulls up his stool and watches videos and stuff. I could see that. Like if I need a good soak, like especially if it's being like you just need to like warm up your muscles. You just need everybody needs a good relaxing stress reliever here and there. A little bit of scent, a little bit of bubbles. Like, come on. So if it's not going to be music, then put on a good show and get lost or read a book and some people just lay there and just chill. Like that's the best, just to have the quiet.
Hey, like, do you flip over on your stomach when you're in the tub? Like have a little tummy time?
Now we're getting really personal. Listen,
is that too personal?
No, all right, y'all. Okay, so now everybody's gonna be picturing JuJu and I naked in a bubble bath, and yes,
yeah, that's what would make him pay.
Yes, I dunk my head under the water, and yes, I flip over on my belly and make sure everything's getting all nice and sudsy and.
But some people don't flip over. That's the whole point.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you and I, okay, we have something in common. We're both large-breasted women. We gotta flip over. We have to flip over to make sure everything gets all nice cold. And yeah. Try to keep those bad boys under the water. Just try. Like,
they do not stay under.
They don't. Like, so flipping is just organic to us, right?
Yes, especially in the winter. You're like, I can't.
Mark.
Doing barrel rolls.
Now I'm turning purple, Mark. Stop. Like, stop it. I can't just chill. You can't, Grace? Like, you know what? And I understand that. Some people just can't take that moment. But I hope, this is what I hope for you, Grace, that if it's not like that, you can find something else that just gives you even just 5 seconds to just take that breath in that moment. It's like the best gift to yourself. Even if it's just like, wow, this tea smells great, or wow, like whatever, somebody's cooking next door and it's amazing. Or the onions, when you said those were really good fried onions and you had a moment there, just like that, like a couple of dozen of those things a day is, if you can't chill, they'll help you. Like,
if you come to my house, you can try my tub, Grace, and that will
and I'll let you try my shower.
We just travel around and try each other's bathrooms.
It's a whole new show next week. Who went to Claire's for a shower and who went to JuJu's for a bath? And
Oh, I am jealous of that old cast iron.
That was my favorite tub with the feet, with the cloth. Oh, that was my favorite tub.
It's one of my goals to have one of those in my backyard.
And I didn't own that tub. That was in an apartment that I rented. And I actually put up with an awful landlord just because of that tub, because I didn't want to leave that apartment. The location of it, the rent was decent. And that tub was like the best tub ever. Like, wow. They're deep. Cast iron tubs are
I was
deep.
just thinking that. I'm like, they're deep tubs. That's why they're.
I think that is the only time that we did get them to go under. Like, we had to squish down a little bit, but I think They weren't floating above the water in that one.
I know.
Yeah.
Because even my tub is a big tub, but you still have to like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Like,
I mean, to keep your head out of the, it's the whole thing. We don't need to get that. But I will have a cast iron, like an outdoor shower and bath at some point in my life.
Mm-hmm. Hey, rabbit holy bedtime, down the rabbit holy bedtime. I hear you about the heat. I think JuJu does too. It's hot where she is. Mrs. Cassandra's got it over 100 degrees. I don't know how hot it is where you are, but it's been very uncomfortable. Me, it's only gotten to like, I think the hottest day was 97, but I have central air and I ain't going out in it. I don't like getting all hot and sweaty just from going outside.
But I'm like, I don't know. I don't. It's been like 98 here.
Mm-hmm. I told you, it definitely takes the life right out of me. Like, it zaps all my energy heat, like, immediately. Plus, I burn in the shade, JuJu. I'm just like, I mean, it's kind of sad, right? Like, don't feel bad. Like, I'm a shore baby. Like, but I don't go to the beach.
I don't feel bad.
I don't go to the beach.
Because I, too, burn in the shade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm tan, but really it's just 800 sunburns on top of each other.
Exactly. I those, like, I just got, like, that's just my freckles on my shoulders getting bigger. If I've got a tan, that's it. Because I don't have freckles on my face, but I do, like, on my shoulders. I got, like, really bad sunburn on a canoe trip once, metal canoe, redhead, no sunblock. Yeah. 3 hours. You know how that went. So it was so bad that I've actually got white lines in between my freckles on my shoulders, which only appeared after, I guess I got sun poisoning, like, on the skin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like, all the freckles showed up and they've got like little white lines between them, on the tops of my shoulders.
Is
from
that
and
what
that
that's
was like,
from? I just thought they were white freckles.
I think that they're like, I only got it after I got that really bad burn. So, like, I really don't know the technical term for it, but that's what it is. But I know that I got so sick from that sunburn too. The kind where you get nauseous, you can't eat, your skin is in really bad shape. You actually have to go to a doctor to get a medication for it because it's that bad.
I'm the person everyone gets mad at because I'm like, put on sunscreen.
Well, now, I don't even go outside and I still have sunscreen and my moisturizer for my face. Like, explain that to me. Like, what?
Well, it's good for you. I mean, I don't know. I do burn, so I have to be careful, but I also force it.
Mark, I wish I had anime boobs because no matter how big those things are, they barely move and they don't sag and nothing. Like, I wish it was like that. No, it's not like that. I wish I had it. Anime boobs are hysterical. Rabbit, you grew up ginger? Oh, that's right. This one thing that happened in another server that I found out how many more people that pick on gingers are actually gingers. Like, and like, they started something in this server against gingers and then found out that most of the server were gingers. It's so, like, even guys with dark hair and their beard grows in and it's got a little red in it. Ginger. Can't deny the ginger. Like, right? You spent most of your life as a ginger and now your hair's a little darker. You're still a ginger at heart. Yep. I agree. And we burn. We just burn. It's like the ginger curse.
Well, I was a little bleach blonde when I was born, but now my hair got darker as I got older.
Yeah, well, but you're still got a little ginger in you.
Well, I don't know about ginger. I mean, I was like that.
Well, you could have it. Like, here's the thing: the ginger is recurring and pop up whenever it wants, right? Rabbits, you could have a ginger baby. You could have a total redheaded baby.
My friend had a little redheaded baby and he named her Lucy. And then he goes, didn't even occur to me till I like get home and I'm like, hey, everybody, look at my redheaded baby named Lucy.
Like Lucille Ball. She was a great comedian. I loved her. She was hysterical.
And what a cute name, Lucy.
It is. It's a sweet name, actually. I like it, especially little girls named Lucy. It's a sweet name. It really is
a sweet name. You're right.
You're right, Couch. They always have perfect physics. In fact, today I learned from anime that boobs are a liquid because they conform to the container they're in. You know what?
No.
And I have
Boobs
to.
do though.
Large boobs do. This is true. Like you're able to mold them into things. I wondered. Like my daughter does not have red hair. I am the only redhead in my immediate family, but my sister had a redheaded daughter. My brother didn't, but my sister did. And my daughter's not red hair, and neither are her children. So I figure her children will have redheads. You'll see, because it bounces around. They're talking about it in the chat.
Probably.
It's same thing. Rabbit said, but I think it's more about sun exposure. If I spend the whole summer out in the sun, the red comes back. This is true. Just like with me, mine's like more golden red, like red, but with those blondie highlights in it and gold. And like I have a lot of different colors in my hair. If I go out in the sun, it gets lighter.
Yeah, you're right, because by the end of the summer, I'm usually pretty bleach blonde.
When I was younger, like I would actually get these blonde-ish streaks, and people thought I put sun in my hair. Remember when you used to spray that lemon stuff in your hair?
No, I never did.
Well, it's like a short thing, I guess.
No, I mean, I know of it, but like my hair always bleached out. So, especially because I go swimming a lot. So I'll like swim and then stand in the sun, and that chlorine.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, Mark. It's a selective club.
Rabbits. I'm more like sexy auburn, whatever that
means. I would own that. Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong. Listen, when I was growing up, I was never like I don't know. I would just say sexy auburn is really cool. I know somebody who's sexy auburn. Damn, he sure is too.
You know what, you guys, sexy auburn is like the color hair that people are like, could you, like women go into a salon and they're like, I'd like this color. Mm-hmm. I'd like to be sexy auburn.
I'm just happy his beard stayed a little red. Like, I'm really happy about that. Like, it reminds me sexy auburn all the time. Mm-hmm. I know, right? Down the rabbit hole, sun in, so orange. I get it. I totally get it, right? Yes. But yeah, that was a big thing.
Well, couldn't you just put like hydrogen peroxide? Or like...
Oh, my daughter did. I used to like go into the shower when she was a teenager, and she would have hydrogen peroxide in there, sun in, the lemon spray, all that stuff. She just wanted to lighten. She had like a very light, they call it ash blonde. It's like a brown, but it's blonde, but it's like.
Yes, that's my hair was that color for a while.
Mm-hmm. No, that was her color. And she dyes it now darker. She's often very auburn or purple or fuchsia or blue. She dyed it once silver, total like gray silver. It was really hard to do, but yeah.
Did you like the look of that?
I did. I did. It didn't make her look old. It made her look like magenta. Like it made her look like a superhero, like Storm. Like I said.
See, that is cool. I can never get myself to like let my natural hair color go now.
Yeah, but come on. Like, of course, I think she's one of the most beautiful women on the planet. She's my daughter. Like, so no matter what color, except for when she did that neon green to match my grandson, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. The neon green had to go. And like,
yeah.
But that was only a streak, because yeah. So it's like,
I know, but that neon green, that's just not a color I like.
That was the first color that my grandson decided he was going to dye his hair, and we got it actually added to his IEP, his individual education plan, because it made him feel better about himself, like confident enough to go through his regular classes and stuff. And for those that don't know, he's autistic, and he gets an individual education plan, and he was in regular classes, so it made him feel stronger and more secure about himself. And we actually had it written in because most schools have a like no flashy hair, no flashy clothes kind of
What do they?
Yeah, yeah. If you don't have a dress code, they have that. And so, like, they didn't want everybody. Like, granted, he was only in third grade when he was tying his hair lime green.
I know, but my mom always let me dye my hair, and like we used to dye our hair with Kool-Aid when we were little.
Yeah, and in a way, it made sense. It's like, how do you get more comfortable in a crowd so you don't stick out? Make sure you stick out. Like, I never understood that, but it works.
Yeah, that's like they say if you commit a crime, do something like wear a clown nose or something, because everyone will focus on the odd thing and they won't know, like, be able to describe you.
This is true. This is true. They'll all focus on that nose, right?
Yeah, it's like put a Band-Aid on your cheek or something. Like, do something very obnoxious like that, and that's what they'll all report to the police. Oh, she had a clown nose on. Other than that, I got nothing for you.
Yeah. Aren't we all rabbits? Look at this comment. Wait, if you could just take this for everything. But to be honest, if we go from head to toe, I'm like a tortoise cat, a mix of orange, black, and white. I get you. Aren't we all? Yeah.
Pirate eye patch, good one.
This is true, Rocket. Those might be two different pieces of advice. Exactly. Just like everything we talk about here. Just like everything.
Actually, I don't think it was advice at all.
Yeah, we don't give
anything
advice.
we say up here, not advice.
Right. The only thing we do up here is make damn fools of ourselves every Sunday night. Like, that's it.
We're like, do you like to eat cheesecake in a tub? Because I do.
And tell everybody too much about ourselves, like, because we got nothing to hide. I mean, seriously, even when I'm uncomfortable, I say, hey, that makes me uncomfortable. Now everybody knows. Like, what am I hiding? I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Well, it's fun. We get to be ourselves.
That's true.
And we got thick skins, and they're all making fun of us, and I don't care. Because it's like, I would be doing the same thing if somebody was up here doing this and I was in the chat. Like, I would
totally read them.
I would be even worse. I would be that asshole. I know I would.
For the record, I also like to eat cheesecake while I stare at the moon and moon bathe. So
this is true. Like, why not? Like, first of all, where would you not eat cheesecake? Cheesecake is like the bomb. Come on. Like,
it is.
We could actually have a cheesecake conversation. I don't dislike any style of cheesecake, but I know there's cheesecake wars between the cakey, like Italian thick kind, and the light, creamy, lighter kind, like cheesecake that's more cake and cheesecake that's more like creamy, and I'm here for it all. Like, we have a cheesecake factory, that chain in the mall near my home. And like, sometimes you just have to go in there and get like turtle cheesecake, which has the caramel, the nuts, the chocolate, everything, and cheesecake, like all at once. It's like going and ordering a sundae, like a banana split, and eating it all yourself.
Yes.
Which I used to feel guilty about, and I don't anymore.
No way. Don't feel guilty about that.
I've actually gone in like to an ice cream store and said, I would like a banana split, but I would only like a quarter of one, please. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll tell you the scoop to choose, and then just put all the stuff in it. Okay.
You know what though? They should make like baby banana splits.
They do, and they actually now call it a banana split sundae, individual banana split sundae. The place that I go actually put it on the menu. It was such a good idea. I said, can I have only a quarter of a split, please? And they're like, what? I said, well, I want the banana and the pineapple sauce and the chocolate and the caramel, and I want the cherry on top, and I want the whipped cream, and just throw it on vanilla, please.
Like, I don't need all the scoops of ice cream.
But they use, like, here you can get like, drained fruit cocktail. You can get I like it with they have pineapple, like a pineapple sauce that goes on it. Like, you know what I mean? You can pick your toppings and stuff. And I don't know. It's just everything. And usually it's 3 scoops of ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and all this stuff. But I just wanted vanilla with bananas and stuff.
I do not recall the last time I had a banana split. I bet I was a child.
Oh God, I can't believe Fish Nerd. I can't believe you asked that. I'm not putting it up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. How did the flower wear cat ears? The flower did wear cat ears at one time.
It's true.
I saved it. I have that picture. Go watch. I have a video on it. It's called the mouse ears, the cat ear capers, the missing cat ears caper. It's a short. It's over there. I have it. And you will see the flower did wear the cat ears.
When Rocket Cat said, "How would the flower wear a pirate eye patch?"
How would the flower wear a pirate? Would you put it over the middle hole there, or would you?
I guess so. Just one little petal. Savory ice cream treats.
Oh, savory. Well, that's because I have a fascination for savory ice cream, like goat cheese ice cream with strawberries macerated in balsamic vinegar. Like, yes, with a drizzle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, rabbits. Yeah, rabbits. I don't usually talk true crime on Sunday during this with JuJu because it drives her crazy. Like she'll really. But if you ask me the question or pop into my DMs, I can definitely. Sarah Boone's husband. They went through a divorce. You know what? My last. We could talk about it. Like, and I'll even bring that up actually because we are gonna have to talk about the new trial. I'll make sure I cover that part about her husband. I got lots of deets. I did cover it in one of the videos. Remember the divorce, JuJu? And
I do.
I can tell you. I can tell you this. She actually wrote to that judge too. I tell you that because that's why I talk about it. Remember, JuJu? I was like, oh, and she wrote to this judge.
Did she? I didn't recall that.
Yes. She did. Basically, he was the one she called to come and speak to her before she even called 911. I think he will be in the trial. I don't know what side he's on. I know
he's on the
and I don't mean to upset you, JuJu, but just to answer her question, she doesn't get any visits from her son. He has full custody. She does not want. She wrote the judge because he will not allow her any alimony or anything. She's in jail and he is holding everything because he had already asked for the alimony to be stripped because she was living with another man. Okay, and she shouldn't get alimony and stuff, and he had the child most of the time, so they were in the middle when the suitcase homicide happened.
Did she call him before she called 911?
Yes, she did.
I thought so.
Yes, she did. She admitted it and everything, and this is part of the case. And there was like a custody thing going on and a reassignment of her payments and everything through the judge, and yeah, so everything's been put on hold.
He's on the body cam footage too.
I'm gonna do a short on that, rabbits. I'm sorry, JuJu. Now they're all talking about like this, but rabbits. I am gonna do Paul versus CoffeeZilla because I'm gonna bring it up on What the F, the funny part of it, but I have some serious parts about it too. So before What the F on Friday, there'll be a short video on that. I was gonna do it on Tuesday, but I got a special guest on Tuesday. I'm doing Nick Carter with Kelly from Justice for Marilyn Manson. She also does Nick Carter under Justice for Kelly on Twitter, and she's a fountain of information on it. And we're going to be doing that on Tuesday. But yeah, I can't wait to dive into that one, rabbits. I'm all over that one. Paul versus CoffeeZilla and Mrs. Cassandra. Yes, I did see that there was another civil lawsuit dropped against P. Diddy, but I also got the thing that the investigation has gone to the grand jury and there may be criminal charges. And like I told you, if he does go to criminal, if they do press charges on him criminally, I'll start covering P. Diddy too. Okay, really? I'm done with true crime for the night. There you go.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not personally, but for this show I am. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, I want to answer them when they ask.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I love true crime.
Yeah, I saw the traction. I knew about it when the first video came out, but I'm so bad at video, rabbits. Like, I need a video editor. I really do. Because I'm so bad at video that's the only reason this video is not out. Because I procrastinate. I think I stink at it. I hate talking like I got to stick up my butt whenever I read a script. Yeah.
Enough crime. Back to the food discussion. Where else in your house do you like to eat besides the dining room table? No.
Oh, Rocky Couch has one more question about live trials. I was going to cover Alec Baldwin until I decided not to, which was today.
Dude, I think that's a good call. Because the Hannah, trial, it's going to be a lot of the same information.
I want to cover live. I mean, we've got Sarah Boone coming up in October. I'm definitely doing Sarah Boone if it's live. Okay. I'm doing Sarah Boone. Okay. But also Lori Vallow's trial just got moved.
I didn't care about that one.
Yeah, I didn't really care about that one. But there's also Larry Millett coming up. Shawnee Lynn Crawl is going to be one that might be worth it just because of the evidence that's going to come in and the shocking, that one's interesting because, remember all the evidence got thrown out, JuJu, because of
oh yeah, that is seizure. Good.
And this is also the guy that threatened his own attorney with his mother on calls in prison. And he also has 4 or 5 violence offenses in the prison for making weapons to attack people that he's dealing. Yeah, this is a bad guy. And I just want to see how they present him in court. Because they already petitioned to move it to a different county because of everybody feeling threatened. Right in the middle of jury selection, they decided to cancel everything and move the trial, move it to a different jurisdiction to make sure that they get enough protection inside and outside the court. They will have more officers in the court strategically in the transfers, and also personally he has to have 2 officers on him at all times.
But will they be undercover? Because that is very prejudicial to the jury.
That's going to be prejudicial if they are there with their weapons in uniform, but you can't help it. He did this to himself. I mean, he threatened his own attorney.
So it's quite the conundrum. They got the freaking body and all the evidence basically thrown out of the trial, but the man's so dangerous that they have to have armed guards everywhere.
And the prosecution, even after everything got thrown out, said our case is solid anyway without the body. We're going forward. That's why, to me, that's the hook right there. How are they going to get this evidence out? And how are they going to not make it so prejudicial to handle this man in court?
We'll see.
Just like when the jury finds out that Sarah Boone is representing herself, what if it comes out that she has to represent herself because she had 8 lawyers?
It's Sarah Boone. It will absolutely come out.
You know who it's going to come out from? Sarah Boone. She's going to say it. Exactly.
I mean, the whole trial, all we're going to do is watch Sarah sink her boat lower and lower.
You know what? You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I have thoughts on that. I don't think Sarah Boone was talking to any judge when she sent those letters.
No, absolutely not.
I think she was talking to all of us. She wanted a tainted jury pool. She wants everybody on her side before she gets there. I think she knows what the evidence is against her, and she's just holding out for that short straw. You know what I mean? Everybody likes an underdog, right?
Maybe I should write her a letter and I'll be like, listen, Sarah, I have a plan for your defense.
Listen, when I reread that letter, that map that she showed wasn't where all of the media was putting out YouTube videos. It was where she gets all her correspondence from.
Well, and I believe I said in that chat, I wasn't very interested in her. Change of venue. She did it to herself. I mean, I defended her for long enough. I still think she has a valid case. She could use the drunk idiot.
True. I mean, I'm definitely going to do that one live. I don't know what's coming up between now and then. She is we went back and forth with that. We both think she was overcharged. But the more we get to know her and what she was doing, we could see why they did it. We know why they did it. She sunk herself. She talked too much. She gave him too much to think about. Back to cheesecake, says Rabbit. Yeah, you started this Boone talk, Boo. She's like, back to cheesesteak. Here we go. And I'm saying that kindly. I am. Like,
I know. Back to nothing.
Back to nothing. Like, it's all shits and giggles around here. Don't anybody take offense to anything. Like, it is what it is. You know. Oh, don't be sorry. Do not be sorry, Rabbits. It happens. If you didn't ask, somebody would have. And JuJu will tell you. The reason I'm so careful about it is because every time we do these Sunday, I can't help but end up talking about true crime eventually anyway. I am so guilty. I am so guilty. Am I not? Like, yes, I am. Oh, but, how about the sex swing?
I'm like, well, what foods are recommended for the bedroom? All right.
Exactly. Then we're coming up to the end of our 2 hours. We got 2 minutes. Well, actually 4. Oh, 5 actually, because we started late. Yeah, because you were on time and I was late. Yeah,
I know. It feels. I'm always on time. Let's just get that straight, everyone.
Well, it depends on you. You are here before the start time of 7 o'clock. Yes. Every single time, but it takes me time to like make sure things are in order to go through it. We have to actually say hello and talk about whatever. Like, so we don't always start the show on time when you show up 37 seconds before the.
Wait a second. No, ma'am.
No, you've been better. You've been like 3 minutes before. You have been. You have. Yeah.
I do not accept that. When we're late start, you just fully blamed me for that.
No, tonight's late start is fully me. I said that. I did.
Okay, wait a second, everyone.
And when we do the other, it's because we are all talking. When you, me, and Mrs. Cassandra were in the room, and we were all talking, and we forgot to push the live button, and we actually thought we were talking with, like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's on me. I did that. Yes, I did. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, tonight I was like, we should start because most of the time, what we're talking about backstage is like this stuff, or well,
yes.
you know,
that's why we should just say hi, boom, and just start. Like,
hello.
But today I wanted to talk to you because I wasn't going to talk to you after the show like I normally do. So I was thrown off. I did remember the banner. I should get a gold star for that, Fish Nerd. I've been doing good. And I did do a poll. Do a poll about what? Put up a poll about what?
Yeah, what are you guys in a poll for?
What do you need a poll for, Mousy?
For the late start? What? Oh, for the sex swing? I don't know.
Okay. If people eat food,
dirty birds.
Listen, you could, I have no problem with anything involved with that swing. The activity in that swing and food is believe me, that's not that's a mayhem conversation.
Everyone do what you want.
But as far as the food in the bathroom poll, 66% said no, 27% said yes, and why are you doing this to me was a whopping like 5%. Like, stop asking these questions.
How many people do you think changed their answer once we were like in the tub? Because automatically when you say eating in the bathroom, I would guess that people think one thing, right? Like, you're not thinking about the tub.
Oh, they think when you're sitting on the toilet? Like,
yeah.
I assure you, I am not eating popcorn while I'm sitting on the toilet. Nope, not ever. Nope, never going to go there. Nope, not doing it. No.
Just started eating crackers. A beer in the shower is a phenomenal thing, though. Cold
especially
beer, hot
after,
shower.
Yep, especially if you're on vacation, hot summer, beach, all salty and sandy, and you get in there and you take a nice shower with a nice cold beer. I could see that.
Yep. I haven't done that in forever.
Shower beer is different. I don't know. I think it's time to end the show. Now we're back to the shower and food, and now everybody's looking at us like we're naked again. I gotta go.
And then we're like,
I gotta go.
Most accidents happen in the bathroom. We're talking about drinking while you bathe.
Exactly.
I wonder what the connection is.
I wondered, like, yes, definitely.
Sean, how did we end
How
up in
do
the bathroom again? I don't know.
I
I was
don't
trying
know,
to get him
Sean.
out of the bedroom.
We
That's
are
what-
very good. Like I always tell you, I'm even really good with the innuendo or like the 12-year-old boy toilet humor. Like there you go. That's how we ended up here. That's it. I know. I love a corny joke. I can't help it. I can't help it. No, but
All
I
right.
don't know.
Shut
Thank
it
you.
down, guys. I
Yeah.
got a tub
Yep.
and some pieces
Thank
to
you.
get
Yeah,
to.
you do that. Hopefully, I will talk to you during the week. For everybody else, I will see you on Tuesday night if I don't talk to you in the meantime. Everybody, thank you so much for making this the best part of my week. Starting like this with actually no agenda, nothing to talk about is freeing. It does so good for my mental health that there's no plan. And I thank JuJu for that. And I thank all of you for showing up for it. Like, I don't.
I know. I do love that you guys show up for it. Thanks.
You know, it's great. You get to promise nothing and deliver anything, and it's still nothing.
I mean, last week we didn't show up for it.
That was the best nothing stream ever. Like it never happened. It's the perfect nothing.
We just leave the stream out there. We're like, well, some other time, guys.
Yeah, and I did actually end up deleting it. I should have left it out there forever. Yeah, but I ended up because I just like,
Also, shout out to Shill and Mrs. C for going in the chat and being like, guys.
Thank you, because like all I did was message somebody to tell everybody in the server so that they knew, but I wasn't thinking of the YouTube chat. I should have sent people there to tell people what was going on. But I couldn't. Yeah.
You rectangles on benches.
We're on benches. We are. Like,
but it means 2 squares and chairs.
Yep, that's it. 2 squares and chairs. I love it.
That does make me laugh real hard. That
is the one thing I wish we could change about StreamYards. That's the one reason to go to OBS, so you can customize your screen to make us littler, rounder, so we could sit on the little lovely chairs we picked out. But I love all the plants in the library, and we've got coffee and wine and all on the table. It's like great cognac colored, lovely room.
It is a lovely room.
Well, we'll see. We'll do it again next week. We'll see you guys on Tuesday and Friday, hopefully, for stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, JuJu. I had a blast. Thank you, everybody in chat. Thank you to my mods for keeping everything cool. Thank you to the new people, the old people, the people yet to come. We'll talk to you all later. Just have a good one, everybody. I'm thinking library chat's ending. Like let's let the book fly. Let's let the book fly. Yeah.
A flying book.
Yeah. Have a great Sunday evening, all, or whatever day or time, whatever day it is or time of day it is, wherever you are. I hope it's a good one.
Remember, keep on giggling.
Yeah. Keep it light.
Liam, see y'all for stuff.
See y'all for stuff. Exactly, because I didn't want to bring up what it was. I didn't want to change the topic again. Like, okay.
All right.
I am. Bye.
Bye.